Shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barakah HaKodash, Shalom Yom. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach what was in these last days, and who are the true leaders of the nation of Israel. I want to give strong shalom to the occupant of the four corners of the earth for support, truth, and sincerity, making the calling and election sure. And I want to give a humble salutation to the hopeful elect tuning in on the four corners of the earth, wherever your habitation may be at. This is Brother Mashal. Come back at you real quick. In transit lesson to the spirit and Barbie, how about you not shy? I want to say to Wadi, how about you not shy for the spirit to this lesson. And I want to talk real quick about the Gentiles. All right. Now we have it's just a quick lesson. All right. We have we see the English word Gentile. In the Christianity mindset, looks at it and sees all nations. But when you actually break down the words, like the elders and apostles of Great Millstone teach us, how to break down words, how to apply the specific definition to the, whatever applies best, I guess you could say. You have different definitions of Gentiles. All right. Now you have. I'm just gonna go ahead and break down because I'm not gonna open up the blue letter or nothing like that. This is an in transit lesson. But when you break down certain epistles of Paul, he talks about the Gentile, and when you break down that word Gentile, more often than not, when Paul's dealing with the word Gentile, it's actually talking about the Greek word Hellen. Okay, now when you break down that word Hellen, it means Hellenized. What is Hellenized? That's the Hellenized Jews, okay, that were the Jews that were taking a part of Greek fashions, Greek customs, okay, that were calling themselves Jews, just like we're calling ourselves Americans. So 2/3 of our people, right? When you break it down, or when you think about it, 2/3 of our people are Gentiles, man. Okay, so when you look at this word Gentile in the scriptures, and we see the different types of Gentiles that's being referenced, you have the Hellenistic Gentiles that were Hellenized Jews that were taking on the Greek fashions, and you have the natural Gentiles, man, these other nations. All right, so this is the important part of what I want to kind of portray in this lesson is we have to understand who Paul was writing to, who Paul was trying to teach, because he in Romans chapter 2, Paul referenced first to the Jew and then to the Gentile. Okay, now the Jew is a circumcision which knew they were Jews, which were in Judea, and understood the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, and now we're not saved by the letter of the law. Now we're saved by the faith of Yahweh Shai. Okay, those that are circumcision. Okay, the ones that know that they're Israelites, the ones that know that we have a custom, a law. All right, but but these Hellenized Jews are the ones who grew up only knowing the Greek customs, and this is why the scriptures reference, there's neither Jew nor Greek. Now when a Christian reads that there's neither Jew nor Greek, they automatically assume that it's including everybody. So how come the scriptures don't say there's neither Jew nor Hamite? Or there's neither Jew nor Moabite, the Chinese. Why? Because our people who Paul was referencing were Hellenized Greeks, man. Jews who thought they were Greeks, man. Taking on the Greek fashions, worshiping Apollo and Zeus and all these other goofy ass guys that the Greeks had, man. All right, taking part in orgies. The Greeks were the first real civilization to make I'm gonna say over sexualize a union between a man and a woman. You know, and this is where you get the orgies from. You know, this is why when you look at the Greek you know, statues and monuments, it's always a whole bunch of group fornication, man. All right, man with little boys. You know what I'm saying? Man with animals. You know, this is what the Greeks were doing. Okay, and Jake was a part of this. You know, because they grew up knowing this culture, man. It's like Jake grows up in America, and all they know is is how to be an American. You know, worshiping Jesus Christ. You know, celebrating the 4th of July. You know, Halloween. All these American customs, man. All right, and this is why Yahweh Shai said, you know, go in Matthew 15 to go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. Because we had a lot of Israelites that were taking a part of different customs, man. You know what I'm saying? And worshiping the gods of other people. All right, when you read First Maccabees, it talks about Alexander the Freak. You know, better known as Alexander the Great. You know, talking about, you know, killing people, Israelites, right, Jews, who practice their own customs, because he wanted to make everybody basically a citizen of the Greek Empire. Okay, so when he wanted everybody to forsake their laws and take heed to the laws of the Greeks. All right, and this is where when you read First Maccabees chapter 1, it talks about, you know, anybody who didn't consent to this was put to death. All right, and when you read Second Maccabees chapter 6, it talks about, you know, anybody who confessed themselves to be a Jew was put to death. All right, so now this is why you have people who called themselves Greeks, but they were actually Jews, because of just like with Esau over here, man. You know, and conquering kingdoms, you know, through Christianity. All right, if you didn't confess, you know, to believe in Christianity, you were put to death. All right, so this is what happened to our people, man. And over centuries and centuries of this, you forget who you are and where you come from, and you start to take on the customs of your oppressor. All right, so after 100 years of you know, and 3 or 4 generations of forgetfulness of who you are as an Israelite, and you take on the customs of the Greeks, you know, after 3 or 4 generations, you know, it's a wrap, man. Now you automatically assume that you're Greek, man. You're born and you don't even know the Hebrew. You know when you're born, you learn Greek. It's like when we're born here in America, we know English. All right, the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, or it's like in chapter 1, that there's no new thing under the sun. All right, so this is the Hellenized Jews that Paul was speaking to, man. The scriptures say that Paul was an apostle to the Gentiles. All right, now it's not Paul being an apostle to Esau, to the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? To the Canaanites, to the Hamites. You know what I'm saying? Or the Ammonites. No, he was an apostle to the Jews that didn't know that they were Jews. Okay, to the Israelite foreigners, the Hellenized Jews. Okay, when you read the book of Hosea said that in the place of where it is said that you are not my people, there shall it be that you'll be called the sons of the living power. Okay, and we are in that place right now, man. And people are starting to realize that we are the true Israelites. We are the true biblical people of the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, man. Okay, when you read First Kings, right? First Kings chapter 11. I think it's chapter 11. It talks about the splitting of the nation of Israel, man. All right, and this is where you get the Gentiles, man, because the southern kingdom was completely cast off. All right, and this is why, people don't believe. Some people don't believe that the northern kingdom, which are the Latin tribes, okay, and the Native American tribes, are Israelites. Why? Because they're so heavy into idolatry of Catholicism, and worshiping multiple gods and stuff like that, pertaining to the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, right? And they can't believe that they're Israelites. All right, but the Most High completely cast off the northern kingdom, man. When you read First Kings chapter 11, because of the sins of King Solomon. All right. So now these same people who were cast off and fled into different parts of the other countries, right? Now they're being called back, man. Okay, this is all biblical prophecy. All right, so now we know who, real quick, who the Gentiles are. That we are we are the Gentiles, man. Okay, in a sense, the spiritual Gentiles, man, because we lost who we were, who we are. Our customs, man, our belief system, our power, Yahweh Bashim Ashad. That's what made us Gentiles, man. All right, and 1/3 of our people are gonna realize that, man, or whoever the Most High and Yahweh Shai have mercy on. All right, but the elect 144,000 will turn back. Okay, the elect 144,000 will turn back and will worship Yahweh Bashim Ashad in spirit and in truth, and will be called no more Gentiles. All right, and all 12 tribes are being brought back together right now. Okay, the tabernacle of David is being risen right before our eyes. All right, so now we're being called, and we're not being called no more Gentiles, man. We're being called the sons of the living power in the place of our captivity. Okay, in the land where it's being said that we are not the sons of the living God, man. Okay, so we have the definition of the word Gentile, is sometimes it's referred to as the nations. Okay, all the other nations outside of the children of Israel. All right, but then you have most times the word Gentile is being used in the New Testament by Paul, mainly by Paul, is the word Hellen. Okay, in the Greek, meaning Hellenized. Okay, Israelite foreigners who have lost their way. All right, just like us, before we came into the knowledge of the truth, that we were Gentiles, man. Calling ourselves Americans, calling ourselves Egyptians, calling ourselves Muslims. We were Gentiles, man. And this is why Paul said that ye were Gentiles in the flesh, carried away unto these dumb idols. All right, so these idols is what made us Gentiles, man. All right, so most High willing, this lesson was edifying. I might expand on it once I get back to the crib. But most High willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash, double honors to the elder and apostle, great millstone. I want to say Kwame Sharala, Baba Ball, Shalom.